Hi guys, Anton here from Northwest Gas Certificates, talking about repairing a burst water pipe. It's been a really cold week this week. Lots of people have had pipes bursting after they've frozen, including myself. This morning I've been to a property I own that I rent out. The hot and cold main, they both frozen. Obviously, I was unaware of this until the tenant phoned me up last night. Water gushing through the ceiling. What I told them to do last night at midnight was turn the stop tap off. The water stopped coming through the ceiling and just leave it till this morning. I went to the property and it was in the little roof above the kitchen. Two pipes running the length of the kitchen through the little roof, both in copper pipe. So basically you have just two lengths of this running right through the roof. So I got there this morning, I've quickly gone, there's a little loft hatch, I've stuck my head up and I was quite happy because it could have been in a much worse position. There wasn't a lot of room up there, and it was basically, I found the burst pipe almost immediately, and it was really accessible just near the loft hatch. This, which is quite unbelievable, is the split, and it's copper pipe, and this basically is what's happened after these pipes have frozen. So if you can just see there, and so there's a split there and there's also a split there. So this was on the cold, and it also happened on the hot as well. So to repair this, what I've done is I've had to cut this section of pipe out of out of the pipe work. I've just had to cut the damaged pipe out. So what I've done, and if you want to do it yourself, if you can't get an engineer out or a plumber, whatever, you do need a pipe cutter, pipe slice. This is 15mm pipe, so you need a 15mm pipe slice. And basically, so say for example, this section here needs cutting out and you need to piece in a little bit. Get this, pop it over. Oops. So you just want to get rid of the damaged section of pipe. So, all of a sudden we've cut this out of the pipe work. We've got rid of the damaged part here, and we need to piece in a new section of pipe. I'm going to use plastic. It's easier for a DIYer. You could solder it. I'm going to use plastic pipe. It's also quite flexible, so you can get it into the space. So to do this, you need to cut the pipe to the length you want it. But imagine we've got this bit of pipe, say that didn't have the hole in, and then we've got a little hole here, and we want it to fit in there. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a speed fit connector. If you can see, these need to be loose ideally before you put it onto the pipe. As you can see, they're all free. So you can use this on copper and plastic. On the copper, you don't need to do anything to the copper pipe. You don't need to put one of these inserts in or anything. The copper is rigid. So literally all you do is push, give it a little twist at the same time, if you want, but just so it doesn't damage the O-ring inside. But push, and it's gone in. You know it's in if you pull. Can you see? this sort of opens up as you pull it out, but the actual fitting will not come away. And push it in tight, pull it out, it's not moving anywhere, you know it's in. Then twist this and tighten that. And that is job done. That is connected to that copper pipe and it's watertight now. Job finished. So how easy was that? So now we've got this, pretend that copper's not damaged. So now we just need to connect a piece of plastic in this space. So we repair it. And we're going to use plastic. But when we use plastic, well, number one, I always use the same make as the fitting. This is Speed Fit, and the pipe is Speed Fit. It says Speed Fit on it. I also use Speed Fit inserts. So I just stick with the same brand and you can't go wrong. So get the end of the Speed Fit pipe, push this in. Sometimes, I twist this because this little blue O-ring there, you can sometimes it's really tight, sometimes not, but you can push it off. So just give it a little twist. To be fair, that went on really easy, but sometimes, depends, it can be a bit tight. But that's in. So you can see the pipe with the insert in. Now, we get this, make sure this is loose this side, and you can also see how far it goes in. It should be, if you can see, from here to there. But to be honest, I haven't cut it on one of them. You can just tell when it's in. You need to push it and twist it and you feel it really go in. So push it in a little bit, that's not in, and then it's gone in completely. And again, pull it, you can see it's not coming out. This is moving in and out, but the fitting is rigid and secure. Again, twist them both. That's all connected now. And so this, you want it to connect into here. If you need to cut this, which you will do, to make this fit into this space, because you've cut a section of pipe out, now this pipe needs to replace it and be a similar length. So get a pencil. To be honest, ideally it makes it a little bit easier. Put this fitting on first. So put that fitting on first, tighten it up, and say we're about here. We need this, can you see on the footage? This white pipe is going to go into this white fitting pretty much almost to halfway to the fitting. So mark it on there, for example, with a pencil, if you've got one. I'm just going to do it with my finger. I've actually done it perfectly on that little marker. So on the marker, I'm going to get my plastic pipe cutter. Again, I wouldn't really be using hacksaws and things like that, cutting these and cutting the copper pipe. You do need the correct tools to cut them so you get a nice finish on the pipe work, and then you're not going to get, so just twist that, you're not going to get any leaks. So see how nicely it cuts that, you can see on the end. So then get another insert, twist it, yeah, and we're in. And look how nice and straight that insert sits in the pipe. So then we push and twist into this one, make sure it's in, pull it in and out, tighten that section, and there we have it. We've got a repaired water pipe. So literally 5 minutes ago, this section of pipe was in copper. It had a hole in. We've removed the copper and inserted a white plastic pipe with 2 fittings on either side. And that's it. I've accompanied this video with a few clips actually from my house, which was taken earlier on to show what I actually did on the job. So you can see how it worked. Yeah, I hope that helps anybody who's got a burst water pipe. And thank you for watching the video. Take care.